Hi guys, so we are going to be doing a little legs and arm work with our Theraband. A Theraband is a rubber stretchy material. It's about the length of your arms, right? So if I put it between my two thumbs and stretch across, it is only as tight as you can handle. So if it doesn't have much give, it might be too tight for you. You can use pantyhose, you can use those tubes, whatever you have, but it does have to have a little flexibility and a little length to it, okay? Remember, I can't see you. You can know your own body better than I do. Don't do anything that hurts. Don't do anything you're not supposed to. Don't do anything that doesn't feel safe, okay? Let's get moving. I'm gonna put the Theraband down towards the floor. I'm gonna stand in the middle of it. My feet hip distance or slightly wider apart, flat on the Theraband. My hands hold the edges, my shoulders are down and back. I'm gonna make my palms face forward and bring my arms a little bit forward. On my exhale, I'm gonna bend my elbows and give myself a bicep curl. On my inhale, I stand. My shoulders are down and back, my abs are in. So even though the Theraband wants to pull me down, what am I not doing? Tucking like a turtle. So I keep my chest lifted. I do a good squat as I add a bicep to it. And 5, think about the object under your feet, the Theraband, helping you plant your feet to the floor. 4, 3, good. 2, my ribs are knit, my abs and glutes are active. On my next one, I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna extend my arms down and back. I'm gonna lift my elbows up and I'm gonna bend my elbows. So now I'm in my triceps. My abs are in, my spine is long. Again, my head is not between my knees and my tail is not tucked over my toes. And 6, 5, adjust the Theraband to the weight you can handle. 4, 3, the more you hold to the end, the less weight. 2, 1, I'm gonna keep them up there and I'm gonna press, press, press. And as I do those little tricep extensions up, I'm pulling up with my abs, so I'm not arching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I stand up and I straighten my legs. I press back and I glide forward. So now I'm in my chest expansion. I'm standing up tall, my abs are in. And 6, feels nice, right? And 5, if you want to, your palms can face in if that's nicer for your shoulders. 4, notice I only go as far back as I stay upright. I don't curl on myself. 3, 2, 1. Good, guys. I'm going to release a little bit of tension. I'm going to step out wider on my Theraband. I'm going to rotate my thighs just a little bit. So I'm just slightly turned out. Shoulders are down and back. On my inhale, I'm going to bend my knees and I'm going to flex externally at the bicep. And then I'm going to stand. So you want to stay a little more upright, okay? Just a little, because we're not full turnout. It's just a wide, slightly rotated squat with an externally rotated bicep. So I'm opening my pack. I press into that strap as I stand. And 5, 4, good. All 10 toes on the ground. 3, 2, and 1 more. And I gently release. Gorgeous. I'm gonna walk my feet a little closer together and I'm gonna put one end of that Theraband on the floor. Then I'm gonna stand towards the end of that Theraband. So now I have a lot more length on one side and the other is almost at the edge of my foot, okay? It's work, okay? I'm gonna shoulders down and back. I have my right hand on the Theraband, so I'm gonna put my left hand on my hip. My shoulders are down and back, my abs are in. I'm going to bend my elbow and stretch my arm up. So I'm going through a lower and lift through flexion. Now I'm staying parallel. If you feel safer going wide, you can. I like parallel. I think it helps me anchor my shoulder and I think it helps me keep my balance a little bit more. 4. If you can't do this, maybe you're just going through the bicep or tricep, right? 3. Good, knees can be a little soft, but we're not in a deep squat. 2, nice full range of motion. Now, if you can bring that arm overhead and keep it, do so. Shoulder down and back. Inhale, flex up and over to the left, so away from the rope and return, or away from the Theraband and return. Inhale, exhale. Now, as I do this, notice the Theraband is gliding along the side of my body. If I curl too far forward, it's going to go to my elbow. If I arch too far back, it's going behind me. So you're using that Theraband as a guide. If it's gliding up the side of your leg and shoulder, then you are staying properly rotated. And 3, which means you're flexing to the side and your body stays forward and even. 2. And 1. Gorgeous. I'm gonna lower my arm down. I'm gonna choke up on that Theraband, so I'm gonna make it tighter, like pretty darn tight. So it should feel like it's trying to pull you down right now. Now I have to work to stay up. A moment ago, I had to work to flex over. If you can, put your hand behind your head on the opposite side. Inhale, now you're gonna flex to the opposite side. It helps pull you down. Exhale, come up and a little past. Inhale, so now the pressure's a little different. Now it's pulling against me in that rotation a little differently, but it's helping me in it to the opposite side. And 3, and I keep saying rotation, I mean flexion. I don't mean rotation. 2. And 1 more. Gorgeous. I'm gonna take that Theraband and I'm gonna lengthen it out. I'm going to widen my foot. One is still towards the end, the other is just further towards this long side. I'm going to rotate my chest, and now I do mean rotation. Rotate my chest so I'm rotated slightly towards my hand holding the Theraband. Then I'm going to pull my elbow up and back, open to parallel, and I'm gonna rotate a tiny bit as I extend. So I'm doing a pull the sword with an oblique rotation. So as I pull this open, I'm rotating my chest, but not my pelvis. Now I can have my palm facing forward, I can have my palm facing down, but what you don't want is your hand facing back. That's too much. So go where your shoulder can handle the rotation. 3 more. Good. I'm anchoring through this opposite side. My abs are in as I rotate. 2. And 1 more. And release. Cool. I'm going to take the opposite end of the Theraband and drop it to the floor. Okay? I'm going to stand on that end, feet about hip distance apart, maybe a little shoulder distance if you need the support. And I'm going to choke up just a little bit, right? We don't want too much tension to begin. Shoulders down and back. My right hand is on my hip. My left hand is currently holding the Theraband. I'm going to bend and extend. Again, I'm keeping nice and parallel. You can choose to go wide if that is more comfortable for your shoulder. If you can't go all the way up, maybe you're just doing this as a basic bicep curl, right? Shoulders down and back, hips and shoulders square. Abs are in. Working one side, but keeping the shoulder even as you extend. So notice I'm not shrugging up into my ear. 3 more. Good. 2 more. My legs are working. They can be a little soft, but I'm not in a deep squat. 1 more, and I'm going to hold up top. Shoulders out of ears. Inhale, I flex up and over to the right, and I return. So I'm flexing away from the Theraband. I'm not letting my shoulder punch into my ear as I do so. So I'm still working that stability here. And 6. 5. And I'm making note, if this is staying in line with my hip and shoulder, 4, then I'm in good alignment. I'm not rotated through the chest and hip. 3. So I'm parallel. My rotation is a flat, parallel surface, not turned side to side. 2. So I haven't spun around my spine. And 1. Great. I'm going to lower that arm down. I'm going to choke up on it. So now I feel a pull down to the floor. Hand behind the head if you can. Inhale to flex, letting that strap give you a stretch down that left side. Exhale, up and over. So as I pull down, this pulls me down on the left. I'm opening the right rib cage. And over. And 5. Shoulders out of the ears, abs up and in. 4. Remember, a soft knee is fine. You're working to your control and comfort. 3. 2. And 1 more. Gorgeous. I release some of that tension and I walk my left foot, the foot towards the hand, holding the strap wider. Now I grab with my opposite hand. So my left foot is at the corner of my Theraband. My right hand is holding the end of the Theraband and I'm looking down and slightly rotated with the chest. My hips are even. Exhale, I come through parallel, pull my elbow out. and open, and I'm going to rotate a little. So this is a rotated pulling a sword. I'm working on keeping my pelvis still. My abs are in, okay? Remember, you can soften those knees if you want to. And 4. So it's a little more advanced. 3. Palm can face forward or down, but it doesn't face back, right? 2. 1 more set. And gently release. Gorgeous, guys. You're going to take that Theraband off the floor. Now you're going to put it behind your upper shoulders and reach your arms out. You're going to go back into that hug a tree. But now as you hug that tree, that Theraband keeps you accountable as your arms open more. So if you open your arms too far, that Theraband's going to come off your back. Your goal is to keep it touching your back as you open and close those arms. Good. You get to stay standing up. I'm going to come down to the floor because we're going to do an overhead stretch, and I want you to see where it lives. And 2 more. So you can stay standing right now, right? 1 more. Good. Arms open as wide as that Theraband is anchored. Feel where the Theraband is across your shoulders and arms. Rotate, rotate, return. Rotate, rotate, return. So as I do this, that Theraband doesn't change in its placement. So I'm not pulling an arm or collapsing, right? That Theraband stays exactly where it's supposed to stay. I completely almost fell over. Did you see that? Reasons why you should focus and pick one position when working out. 2 more sets. Safety first, people, right? Good. Remember, you're listening to your body for what you can handle. 1 more set. And then I'm going to relax that. I'm going to pull the Theraband in front of my thighs. I'm going to pinch it between my fingers and the side of my hand. I'm going to press and release. So I'm getting a chest expansion, okay? My abs are in. I press my hands back and I stay upright. 3 more. Feels nice, right? Pilates teacher count 3. 2 more. So I'm counting in sets right now. Good. 1 more. I feel my abs and pelvic floor help stabilize my pelvis. Good. Now listen to your body. If your arms can't go overhead, you can't do this overhead stretch. So if you can't, maybe you're going up to just shoulder height. I'm going to widen my hands pretty far in my Theraband. And again, I'm pinching it. If you grab with your hands, it's going to compromise your shoulder more. Pinch it between the thumb and the side of the hand. Good. On my inhale, I stretch my arms up and overhead. And on my exhale, I return. So yes, you get a nice thoracic chest extension, okay? But what you don't want to do is this huge body movement, okay? I'm still trying to move in the shoulder joint. The closer the hands are, the more intense the stretch. The further they are, the easier the stretch. This is why I came to the ground, so you could see this. If you've got an elbow that's bending, your hands are too close, okay? 2 more sets. Good, you're staying lifted through the abs and tall through the spine. 1 more set. And keep those arms back there. See if you can bend your elbows and choke up on that strap a little bit. Rotate the palms open and just stretch. So I'm letting my chest lift, okay? I'm letting my chest lift. I'm not compromising my elbows, so I'm not trying to hyperextend too much. And then I'm just gently gonna release. If you can keep your hands back there, give a little pull forward, tiny, tiny. I'm not really working that hard. Shoulders down and back. Drop your chin to your chest. Just release your neck. Go a little rock side to side if you want. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Then square it out. Lift the chin up. Release the Theraband, and you are done. So I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy that workout, and I will see you again on the mat soon.